Alrighty, doing my first video recap. This is going to be interesting. I'm used to writing it on the notepad or screenshots, but this is what it is. I'm making the best of it. I'm using a Mac because apparently it doesn't work on my desktop. So this is my trade from yesterday. This is NBEV shorted at 425. I remember I took 1/3 risk, and I was thinking 435, 450. If it gets up there, I still have more bullets to short. And yeah, this is from yesterday. I already wrote it, so I just gotta read it just as you guys are looking at it too. So what did we do here? Shorted here. 441 was the risk. Yeah, 435, 441. Because it was a smaller size starter, I don't mind letting it playing out. Okay. I remember, I think when I took this trade, I had a few other trades. The way I have my trading set up is I try to only play two, 3 stocks at most, and I think I was capped out. And I think that's why I stayed with my 1/3 share as opposed to adding here. Didn't want to do that. So it goes down here, and then here I had a dilemma, and I learned from Stan Guzman. I was like, you know what? Why don't ever let it. In the past, what I would do is I would just wait until it comes close to break even or whatever, let it go. So here, I definitely, at the break of this level, 390 and above, definitely felt it was going to bounce up. So I had the option of either taking it off here or waiting till it gets higher, 420 to add. So I just took it off here. Something I learned from this guy that's on Twitter. If you guys don't follow him, go ahead. Basically, I see him covering right before his average, and I'm always like, that's really neat. Like, you know, it makes it stress-free. So I covered here thinking that it could go up to 420-ish level or 415-ish, and then I'll just short. And then I think I saw some interesting stuff on the tape, and I just went full back size in at 404. I saw some heavy person. I must have seen something. So took the short there again, and glad I went back to full size or whatever my normal. I think it was about 1/3 or maybe a little more. And then yeah, at the end of the day, covered it, and I was debating. Yeah, here I was like, oh, it's a good cover, but I was debating whether I should keep it or not. So my play is I usually find stocks that I have a conviction in. So I do the fundamentals, overhead supply, and all that stuff, and then I just trade that same play over and over again. While everybody else is looking for a new play, I'm still on the same old play. I just increase my size, cover at the end of the day, and bring it back up. And that's all thanks to AMP. The other thing I do when I do my recap is I grade myself. So here I wrote A, which is really rare. I'm very, very harsh on myself. Doing good lately. Y plays things out. I have a strong bias, understanding of the good technicals and slow faders, hiding P&L. Yeah, so these are some of the tricks that I've learned. Hopefully it'll help you guys. I hide my P&L because you never want to trade off of your how much you're up or how much you're down. You want to let the chart play out. It's the good habit mentality. My biggest problem is psychological, so this is there. And the other good thing that I'm doing is I am I have a bias towards the stock, and I'm just following that bias because I've seen it over and over and over again. So some of the improvements is try to recycle more, and I've noticed it's easier said than done, especially because I'm playing the second day, third day. Faders, the ATR is not there as much. This one I could have recycled for sure. I mean, I did, but not what I wanted to. But generally, it's a bit tougher because I have some CFD platforms and I have normal platforms with vision, etc. So depending on which platform I'm trading and how much the ATR is, it's doable, and at the same time it's not. So this is also from yesterday. All these today's videos from yesterday, by the way. So this is solo. This had a really nice washout at the morning. and really big washout, and this was a really nice gift. The VWAP was around here. It was about 525. Took a short off there at 515, and I was gonna risk about a bit above VWAP, 30 cents. It pushed twice. I was watching the tape. Some good covers. Again, could recycle, could have done it, but should have, would have, could have, however you want to call it. Actually, no. Here, what happened is, I knew at this point there was a guy that is known for, I don't want to say pumping, but he's known for squeezing or pumping the stock. And he was in it. So I covered here with the intention, if it makes a lower high here, below, if it stays below that, I was contemplating on adding to full size or adding more shares basically and risking off of here. But I went above, and then and even here I was debating. I was like, well, should I add? Should I not add? Technically, I could add up here, but then I'm like, why? Why would I want to have a stressful situation when I locked in some profit. There's no need to be a hero. We're not here to feel good. So here I just let it play out, and I'm like, okay, if it goes above 531, I'll get out. 531 or 540. Because I'd taken a partial, I was like, you know what, I'll just have a mental stop above it, see how it reacts, and there's no need. No hard, no foul. I'm really happy that I did do that. Even though this went in my way, we can't be hindsight gurus. This is beneficial. So yeah, this was a stress-free trade. Didn't want to add size, don't want to get greedy. Definitely, I remember thinking here, I was like, oh, I should have covered, because I saw this level too. I saw 468 as a level up here. It was down here, yeah. The break of that, and I was like, oh, if there's a panic wash or something, I'll just cover. Usually I don't put profit takes, but anyway. Then I covered back here, thinking, hey, if it's gonna bounce, whatever, I'll take more off. Goes out back there. I didn't really want to add. It was getting close to the day, and it was either gonna squeeze up. The shorts were either gonna get squeezed, or the longs that were stuck here followed that guy were gonna dump. And you know what? They dumped. So that's it. How did I grade it? I like the risk management side. It's stress-free trades are a lot better. Good habit. It's not just about the money. It's about consistency and establishing good habits and knowing what you are good at and what you're bad at. My biggest problem is that psychological problems. Like sometimes I freeze up, so I have I use hard stops. I use half size hard stops. So if it goes above a level, I have generally half of my size. And the other thing is, I perform really bad when I'm trading more than 3 to 4 stocks. I have my setup in a way so that I'm only technically trading 2 stocks, and that's what I want. I want to look at a lot of stuff. Yeah, so that's the other thing. Sometimes when I do take 3-4 trades, which is quite rare, a bit rare, I have hard stops. So here, like I was just focusing on other stocks, and I had a hard stop above here. Once I took my partial, I'm like, okay, if you want to go above, cool, go for it. But that really calms your brain, calms your thing. If I didn't have a stop, I would have been like, oh, should I cover? I may have covered up here. So that's another good thing. Improvement, recycle more. That no one is watching is good and accurate fade, but yeah, I like the volatility on this one. I could have sized up, could have made a lot more money. Opportunity was there, but yeah. And I was talking to people, and I wrote here that I should focus on my trading, not necessarily posting that, hey, this is up, down. But the people that I chill with, I like them, so I post. And PTI, this was from yesterday. Let's see what happened here. So, there you go. This one, shorted here what's here? 636, 640. Yeah. So I shorted here, and I'm surprised I didn't cover. As far as shorted, risking. What's my short entry? Let's see. $6.25. How does that work? I'm still new to this, guys. Give me a second. That's bad. Okay. Where are you? Come out, wherever you are. Oh boy. It's gonna be a long video. But I guess I could talk so I don't waste time. PTI was a bad trade. Even though it was a green trade, it was a bad trade. I wanted to cover at the end of the day. And I couldn't because I didn't want to be honest, I didn't want to pay for the shares on Vision. So that one I was in. I was with CFD, and they're basically scamming, but that's another day's story. They just anyway. So short is 625, and risk was off 650. Had this beautiful wash. Yeah, so I have a strong bias on this stock. I think my perception was it seems like I may be wrong, but I thought there was a lot of overhead supply. They did 11 million shares an offering, and they sold it to other institutions for a discount, and they were trying to sell it, and they sold it on that one day, and I think they sold 13 million trades, 13 million volume, and I think probably 20-30% of that was them dumping. So I figured they had a lot more dumping to do, and I think they might have done that here too. Yeah, this might have been them dumping. Oh, I shorted here. That's why. Holy smokes, this is bad a video. Sorry guys, it's gonna be long and bad. So I shorted here. This is why I didn't cover all the way down. I was like, I'm surprised. I would have. Okay, I see it here. I shorted here, and I think I remember this was 1-to-1, and I was like, the VWAP was around here, and I was like, do I really want to cover 1-for-1? I have a strong bias thesis on it. Yeah, I held it, and again, I trade these stocks. They're my swing trades, but I trade them as if it's my day trade. I basically recycle shares. Alright guys, hopefully that wasn't too boring. See you guys in the next one.